Namaste and good evening to one and all. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360's episode LC0170. Leaders Connect 360 is CSR initiative by Bija Training and organized by the Mask Leadership. I'm Rashmi Malapur, founder of Research Eye, content curators and storytellers. Leaders Connect 360 is started with the specific objective of inviting 1,000 plus leaders and create 1,000,000 leaders. It is an online hub where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we learn from top management leaders on Zoom Live, and once in a quarter in each city, we have an offline networking meet to network, support, and grow with the leaders. That's when we call it Leaders Create More Leaders. Currently, we are all muted and we will be giving an opportunity to speak to our guest, Mr. Venkatesh Narayanasamy, founder in Innovative Service in Seyal, and panel discussion leader, Ms. Nirupama Guha, author and NLP practitioner. Before you are unmuted, let me share that we are currently live on LinkedIn and this episode LC0170 is being recorded. First-time visitors may click on the WhatsApp, FB, and LinkedIn link on the chat box to get updated by joining us in creating more leaders. All in-house are requested to turn on your videos, which will help in making the episode highly interactive. So, are we all ready to interact with our guest and panel discussion leader? Then share a thumbs up or a smiley emoji in the chat box. Thank you. Before the introduction of the guest, we will also introduce Mr. Pankaj, Managing Partner, Bija Training, who will interact with our guest along with the panel discussion leader, Ms. Nirupama. I shall welcome you all. Over to you, Mr. Pankaj.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Rashmi, for a wonderful start. And I welcome you all on behalf of Bija Training, the Master Leadership, and Leaders Connect. Thanks for joining in. And I especially welcome our guest, Mr. Venkatesh, and our panel discussion leader, Ms. Nirupama Guha. Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again. So, as the topic itself is very interesting, and I believe for sure, as I always say, that every session has an objective, and we all have an objective to learn something new. So let's see what we learned today from the topic, power of effective networking. So for sure, with the kind of experience and expertise Mr. Venkatesh carries, we all will be able to take some learning from the day. So before we officially move forward, I would like to welcome officially our guest of honor and our panel discussion leader through a mode of a video. So Mr. Arul, can we have a welcome video, please? So welcome to the forum leaders officially once again, Mr. Venkatesh and Ms. Nirupama. So over to you, Ms. Nirupama, to lead the panel discussion. Over to you.
Thank you, Pankaj and Nirupama. Happy to be part of this forum. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pankaj, for the brief introduction of our guest today. And I welcome you warmly, Mr. Venkatesh Narayanasamy, and very happy to have you here. Having seen your video introduction and your background, very happy to be here as a panel discussion leader and to interact with you today. So before we go ahead with few interactive questions, it's going to be two-way. Do you want to say something, or can I just start from here?
Yeah, I would like to start with because people would know what kind of capacity I hold actually, because I basically started my entrepreneurship 26 years back. In 1997, I was started my career as hardware service engineer, then moved on to the company called Innovative Services, which is almost 15 years we are into the training field. We train engineers in the sense we go to colleges to train the students in the campus placement area. So that is the area of focus where we do, and we do corporates also. The one of the most interesting thing which I would always say is we have a celebrity speaker bureau, which is the largest in South India, and we hold about 100 plus celebrity speaker bureau. So that is what I would like to say to this forum, and over to you, Nirupama, you can ask questions now.
Oh, that's good to know. And it's 15 years being in this field. And I think more than 100 years celebrities, I think any people that you have trained them also might have become celebrities, because speaking is very effective, and speaking effectively is very, very important, I believe. And people can become celebrities over the period of time only the way that, they put forth across their ideas. And you are training people in this wonderful field. So very nice to know. And moving forward, we would like to have more interaction and more insights from you. So let me start with very few questions to you now. I would like to go with this, we want to understand, how can professionals leverage networking? Any professionals, be it a beginner or working professional for much more years. So any professionals, how can they leverage networking into accelerating their career growth and their opportunities?
No, I will start with college students itself because it's very easy. Because my forte, I used to go to colleges, and when I talk to students, I used to say, previous generation had a fortune of not having the gadgets in hand, so I used to interact with people. If you ask me, in my generation, there is no other go. You have to interact with the people. Actually, I know each and every person from my class. Completed my degree in a college, in a prestigious college in Coimbatore. I know by roll number. I doubt whether the students in the current generation know the name also, because the kind of loneliness with that gadgets is very, very crucial for them. So networking plays a very crucial role, starting from students. Even from school, I know by schoolmate's name, each and every person who studied with me. That is the kind of fortunate thing which we enjoyed. Nowadays it is missing. So coming into the networking for the professionals, the students becomes professional over a period of time. When you don't lay the foundation in the college itself, you will like to be lonely. Same thing trend continue when you go to corporate also. If you take about any corporate for that matter, it is about 9 to 10 hours of hectic work. The day is completed, you are again alone. You come back to and go for rest. Next day morning routine starts, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know most of the IT guys. I'm talking about the previous generation, the current generation. Friday night they go, and Monday morning only they wake up. There are n number of people we can know. So there is no interaction at all. And people will talk about growth. Without human interaction, without networking, you will not be able to go in a corporate ladder. Definitely growth will come. 100% if you are joining in an organization, natural growth will come. But if you want to really upgrade yourself in terms of your skill set or interacting with the people can leverage that. For example, if somebody joins in a corporate ladder, and over a period of time, it becomes monotony for him in the same company. Even if he wants to upgrade his skill, he has to get in touch with somebody. For example, if you talk about particularly me, when 5 years back, we were literally struggling to change our field as an entrepreneur. The only thing which the forum which I was in I went there, somebody else was talking. The answer, I got it. Actually, the speaker was talking for the entire community. But it was for me, the answer, I got it actually. It's only because of the participation which we get into a forum or being in a HR forums like corporate professionals should definitely be a part of the program. Apart from their regular work, then only you will be able to know the current updates, number one, and which skill set you have to possess, and whom to be connected, and what is the current trend. All these things people can easily leverage today because those days have gone. We used to have only telephone to connect with somebody else. Now, at the touch of everything, you will get everything here actually. And professional social media platforms are there to connect everybody up. You can divide into two things. So number one, COVID, before COVID and after COVID. Before COVID, when whoever is in abroad, we used to talk to them to know about their well-being. Somebody is in US, you call them and say, hi, how are you? And when they come visit India, you be with them for 2 days. That's all. Now completely scenarios change. People started doing business with people in abroad. So entrepreneurship, in terms of entrepreneurship. Likewise, when you come to corporate, you have a number of people outside also. The current trend, if you should know, definitely people can easily leverage. Corporate professionals should definitely know networking. That is what I always say, Nirupama.
That's true. And I do agree that coming from, the professionals should be starting right from the age of group of students itself. Like we also, when we were there, I recall my childhood from this, that we remembered birthdays of all our classmates. We remember the roll numbers, like you said. Now we can't wish anybody even for the birthday unless we have a Facebook notification or a Instagram or LinkedIn notification. That's very right. And because we have so many access for shortcuts now, even we tend not to have that human interaction, and social interaction is very, very good. And when it comes to not through professional networks digitally and non-digitally as well. Very true. And I like the point that you gave your school days example as well. Thank you so much. Yeah. And next would be, I would like to take from here that according to you, what are the key strategies for building and maintaining a strong professional network, apart from what we have ingrained in their students' age group itself? Once they hit the professional network and once they start working, be it 2 years or 3 years, because in the beginning 1-2 years they would have a feel of freshers, but moving on forward they should have a professional network. So what are the key strategies according to you for any professional network that you would like to say?
For any professional or entrepreneur, basic thing is they should be part of some forum. If I can always relate to my life story because I'm a purely introvert. When I completed my college, I cannot speak in a group. It is a one-on-one conversation which I am comfortable with. In a group, I will not be able to even open up my mouth. But it was in my back of the mind to talk good as a public speaking. As a public speaking, we talk. My aspiration was to become a good public speaker because I used to go and listen to a lot of lectures by the regional language professionals here. We used to attend a lot of things actually, but it was in my back mind, definitely I should become a public speaker one day. And only thing what I did is once I took as a computer hardware as my profession initially. The moment I started my business, within 6 months, I joined a professional forum. It is our completely all computer dealers put together in one place. We had an association. I've been an active role in that. Because of that, I got two things. Number one is visibility. And number two, the kind of confidence I had. So I always tell people to be a part of the forum, which is related to you. Number one, that is the key strategy. Number two, to be in a forum which is completely diversified. Like if you talk about social organizations like Lions Club or Rotary Club, which teaches lot of leadership qualities which you cannot imagine in even the topmost MBA college, means business schools. When I was the president in 2018, 1 year has been, the opportunity has been given to me. The kind of knowledge which I have gained from that forum as a Rotarian, as a president, I will rate it as the topmost thing, which I will never have in my life. That is the kind of education which I got it there. One is professional forum, which is related to you. Number two, completely diversified people will be there from different field where you have to be there. Number three, it is more of a skill development thing. A lot of things are there. Learning forums are there. Purely learning. You go there, learn and come back. There are professional forums. Minimum, at least any professional should be a part of this. It is not that you have to be full time. There are certain forums which will not compel you to come every day, every week or a month, but you have to be a part of it so that one is you build your personal career. Number two, professional. Number three, you also get into the social, which is very, very important. When you are into social forum, your visibility grows very high. That gives you multiplying effect actually. You tend to meet lot of people from a different professionals. These three things which anybody can adopt now. Number four is basically getting in touch with everyone. It is not being a part of a forum. A lot of people will go and join emotionally with forums and they don't even turn up. There is no point in doing that actually. Instead, you should stay away. If you want to join up any forum, you have to be actively involved in that so that you will learn things. Number two, that peer group will give you a lot of knowledges and skills which you cannot imagine that actually. So these things has to be done for any professionals to begin with. That is what I say.
Wonderful, wonderful. I can connect very well to whatever you said, like, being a part of a forum, getting to learn. It's not only skill development, it's also personal interaction and getting, expanding a social circle. And a very, very important thing that you mentioned is education. So this shows that education is never ending. We meet different people in different forums and education continues, and we do learn in every opportunities that we get. So learning outcome from this is very important and very personally touched to me. That's because that is something which I also agree on. And one of the best example is the Bija training or the mass leadership that we are into. So I think all the audience out here, at least those who are regular, will definitely agree that, this forum is actually helping us with all the points that you have just mentioned to us now. So I can relate to that.
I always say that if you read books, you will be able to gain knowledge. If you fail in life, you'll get experience. But if you read people, you'll get both knowledge and experience. If you are with people, actually, that is the most important skill everybody should possess.
Yes, that's true. Okay, and you told us about the presidentship, and in that 1 year, what all changed and what are the new things that you gain, and which is an unforgettable experience, undoubtedly, for 2018. Apart from that, is there anything else? Apart from that, is there anything else where you think of a time which where very effective networking which led to the significant breakthrough in your success in your career? Rotary thing, I think though you covered the maximum portion of it, but is there anything else? Otherwise, we can skip to the next one.
No, if you talk about social thing, because personally, professionally, I got a lot of benefits which I will definitely share during the course. But socially, I would definitely like to say, when I was the president, I've been given the opportunity to lead the club for 1 year. That is the 50th year of my club. It is a 50 years old club. It's a golden jubilee celebration at that time. So I had a dream in my mind of educating the girl children. So we have named it as Vidiyal. Vidiyal is called what to say? Tamil. It is Vidiyal. Actually, we named it as Vidiyal. So we had a fundraising program for girl children actually. With the help of our members and the public, we are able to generate 1 crore of worth of money. And every year we educate about 20 to 25 kids based on that corpus what we have developed. From that, whatever the money we got, today we are serving that. That is the biggest satisfaction in my life, which I could never forget. Educating the girl children every year. That too, fatherless and motherless girl, completely. So number two is that we all live in a society where we don't think about napkins not being given to the kids during their period times. That was the second pet project which I took in my year. The opportunity is given to me. Before COVID, 2,000 pads has been distributed to the children of the government school where they don't turn up on these 3 days during their monthly periods. They don't tell also because they don't want to tell. So we identified that through some agency, and we went there. We went to the gynecologist, and we are able to do that, and we are able to supply 2,000 pads till it continues. That is one of the best projects. These two satisfaction, it is only through networking. It is not because of an individual. As an individual, I cannot do that. I can support 1 or 2 kids depending upon my business flow, outflow. But this is possible only because of the social forums like this. Now we are currently, proudly we can say that we are able to support 100 plus kids. Plus, in terms of pads, we have more than 2,000, 3,000 kids. We would have continuously given that poverty. The kind of money which people have given us, it is only through networking. So that is the most memorable thing which I would like to say now.
Wonderful. So the fundraising went for girl children education as well, and also their, health, sanitization, hygiene. And I think when you provide the basic necessities for them, I'm sure you would have also taken care of training and how to use and how to be regular to the school. And this helps tremendously so that the girl child does not miss any classes during her monthly days. Very well. I mean, it's very inspiring, must say. That's true. Is this video, that scheme that you spoke about, the mission, is it still on?
Yeah, we are still on, and we have tied up with the NGO, because the problem with Rotary Club is we will not be able to go identify the deserving students. So we have tied up with the NGO. NGO does all the groundwork, and they will send a list of girl children whom to be supported. So we will give a check to them, and they will take care of everything. And they will send a report every year of which girl children, which the money goes to which children.
Okay, so you have been updated regularly on the statistics as well.
Yeah, yes, every year.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we spoke a lot about or the social interaction and the human interaction face to face, and how it worked, how it benefited to you when you become a part of a forum, being associated with people, and it was a collective effort that which I see the satisfaction in you when you're talking. So it has all worked when it comes to face and human interaction. Would you like to say anything about the social media play nowadays, what we have in modern networking? Is there anything that you would like to add on social media networking, and how the present generation professionals can use the social media effectively for networking?
Definitely, it is a very, very interesting thing to know, because from the previous generation, converting to this generation, it's really a challenging one. But of course, we have taken the first lead. During the COVID hit, we are completely into the training field, as you will definitely vouch for that. We need people to talk. Basically, when you go to colleges, you need crowd. When you go to corporate also, you need people. The day March 2020, we are completely blank. We really do not know what to do next. We thought it is going to be a 10 days affair. COVID is only a 10-day holiday, and we are going to bounce back. Definitely not. The day when it started, April, May. But one of my close friend who is from IT, has suggested to look into Zoom, which was very, very new to me. Initially, I took the Zoom and connected with my own employees who are spread across Tamil Nadu at various parts of Tamil Nadu, to meet them in the morning, to say hi and to keep them in good mood. Initially, we tried that. After that, using that social media, we are able to generate 1.5 lakh database. By weekends, we are inviting all the celebrities, whomever I know. All the celebrities has been utilized to give the motivational talk at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, through webinar. That is also new to us. That's we used that platform. We are able to build a huge database. And from that, we have built a community called Seyal. Seyal is a community action takers. Seyal means action. So today we have a community with 500 people across the globe, which supports entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs from 0 to 5 years. If they are a part of it, every 15 days, we bring in professionals to talk in that forum. So it is about 70 meetings we have conducted with non-stop from November 2020 to till date. Every second and fourth Sunday, you can see our Seyal forum with our members. So we have leveraged the social media like anything, actually, because I do not know what is about social media. Till date, I am not completely knowing about, but in today's kids, it is quite possible to connect with anybody, everybody in the globe, across the globe, and ask for any information. Example, I can tell you, those days, if you have a professional in Japan, To bring them, you have to spend a lot of money, spend on logistics, taking care of them. They have to visit here. Time is a problem. Today, same intellect can be there and the students can be exposed here and the kind of knowledge transfer which we can do. This is one kind of leveraging for the students. In terms of professionals, if you want anything now, you can connect with the other person on the other end and you can use it. Basic thing is people should have basic intention to connect with people. Most of the people doesn't like to talk to others. They don't move out. They have a starting problem. A lot of people have seen. If you take about my close friends, out of 10, 3 to 4 people will be little more taking initiative to come forward to meet people. Remaining 6 don't do it actually because they say it's a waste of time. I always tell them every connect in your life, whomever you meet, will become a sometimes it will be useful for 3 things. Number 1, it will be experience, personal experience. It can be everything cannot be a commercial transaction. It is basically used for a relationship. Sometimes you might have asked for a domestic help. Sometimes it could be a business transaction also. So every person you meet, definitely you can leverage. Social media is the best in today's condition. Everybody has to use it through their capacity because whatever is relevant to them, definitely they should be a part of it. I know how many, n number of people using LinkedIn doing excellent business actually. Professional forums like LinkedIn, people started connecting in that and doing business. So that way, leveraging today's social media is a must for everyone. All the previous generation business people started applying their social media, means getting into the social platform now. Advertisements through social media. People stopped giving advertisements in the paper. Television channels, they have stopped. Now, if they want visibility, they can only leverage through social media, through various platforms. Instagram, example, if you can take, anybody can become an influencer. If you are, whenever, I always tell people, students, you can start your career, whatever you like, as a computer service engineer or electronics and communication engineer, be in your core subject. But don't leave your passion. That passion will, if it takes over, you will become a fortune in your life. Profession will go to some extent, but if you are passionate about something and if you are able to capitalize, definitely it is possible. There are a number of examples which I can tell you. A lot of influencers have come and become a fortune now. So that way, social media, everybody has to leverage Nirupama.
Yes, that's true. I think that is one of the reasons why I am also here in association with Bija Training, because we are all globally connected and we are from different cities and we are connected and we come here for every week. And apart from that, yes, like you said, getting someone from Japan or from any other country would have been a very time-consuming and expensive affair, but which is again, everything is accessible to digital. So I think this is where we can also look at the positive side of the social media kind of professional network. That's true. And going back to the first point, like you said, you were an introvert earlier and, you could only connect with people one-on-one or face-to-face, you could interact more, but you were not so very confident when it comes to the group conversation. So, and you from there, and you have reached till here, now that you've also conducted more than 70 meetings from November 2020 on Seyal. So starting from there and reaching till here, so what do you advise us, or, for people like introverts, for those who are new to networking and those who want to overcome challenges, especially the introverts, and how can they build meaningful connections? Now, when you spoke about human face-to-face and also digital, how do we combine this? Any tips for introverts that you can give us?
No, first they should identify that they are introvert. They should know that they are having hesitance to talk to people actually. But whatever is your problem, in anything for that matter, you should move out of your comfort zone. Whatever fears you, you should work on that actually. My fear was talking to people. So I started working on that. Meeting more people one-on-one, having a number of meetings to meet people. I go out of the way to meet people actually. Sundays are used to meet people because people used to take rest, but Sunday I utilize it to my advantage. Whomever I want to meet, take appointment and then go and meet them. When I go and meet them, I really develop my confidence. From introvert, I moved to, the only thing is my college helped me a lot. Up to 10+2, I was little hesitant to talk to even people. When I moved to a college, a PhD College of Arts and Science, which is one of the prestigious college in Coimbatore. We had about 24 departments. Whether you like it or not, you will have to interact with people. Actually, I utilized college as my advantage. After college, I took sales as my profession. Which given me, whether you like it or not, you have to move with people. Actually. You have to open up your mouth. So I moved out of my comfort zone and did everything possible to my advantage, which I liked it actually. I would love to talk to people, but the problem is I have a hesitancy. The only thing is I have to work. I have to put in a lot of efforts. I made it consistently put in effort. Now I don't have any hesitation to meet anybody for that matter. Biggest advantage is all the top celebrities in the Tamil Nadu region. I have traveled with them and done a lot of programs. So that gave me confidence. Biggest learning I have got it from the successful people. Go with them, learn with them, and what is the one thing which made them to stand out from the crowd. That I observe, I have started implementing that. For example, if you talk about time management, which I learned only from the people who are very, very successful. People give a lot of importance to the time. If it is 9 o'clock, it is not 9:05, it is 9 o'clock. It can be 8:55, it can't be 9, which is the important skill. And in number of skills which we learn from the people who are successful. So from introvert, I put in a lot of efforts. I advise everyone to move out of their comfort zone. For an entrepreneur, there is nothing called Sunday. For a professional, there is nothing called Sunday. Every day is an opportunity day which you have to work on. Entrepreneur says, of course, I have a liberty. Even Monday afternoon, I can go and sleep. Nobody is going to question me. It is my liberty. I can take that liberty. But professionals, they have a limitation. Saturday, Sunday is the time which you have to definitely work on your passion. If you want to come into public speaking, you have to work on that. Every day you have to practice. Every day you have to interact with people. If you are really interested in. I know people after their retirement, good at public speaking, earning about 15 to 20 lakhs every month. 20 days they are engaged. Every meeting they are charging 75,000. We are giving 10 days program for the professionals. I earn 7.5 lakhs and give it to the professionals. This is one proof which I can always say public speaking. So from introvert to talking to public speaking, there's a number of opportunities are there. Whatever is fearing you, you should work on that. Don't think that I cannot talk and I am a shy character. That is your character. But that doesn't mean you need not want to communicate. So don't mix your character with your profession. So I rather suggest everyone to move out of their comfort zone. That to people in public relation or public speaking, definitely they have to put in some efforts and work on, and it is 100% possible. A person who is sitting in front of you, I studied in a government school where I had a lot of hesitations for various things, came from a middle class family, fear for money, fear for knowledge, everything we have only except only we had inferiority complex as the investment. From there, we made it as a superiority complex. So it is possible for every individual to make it out. So I recommend everyone to put in some efforts. And if you see the people who are all been successful, they would have taken sales as their first profession. That advice also I can tell you.
I came across a person last week, and he said he's been working, he's an MD and president of the company, and he's been working at the company for the past 25 years. And his bookshelf in his cabin had only sales and marketing books, which I saw. And what you told is actually that he started from sales manager in the same company. Now he's MD and president. Yes, and I think the one line to go from you is, two lines. So firstly, introvert or not, it is just a self, limiting belief that it's a mindset. But secondly, like, just step out and talk and make use of all your free time. There's no break. If you want to step out and move, there's no break of Sunday or weekend or anything. Just step out, keep meeting new people and interact. So you have to be outspoken, step out and interact. And this is where the labeling part of introvert will be turned out to be a very good public speaking. I hope I have understood it right. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for sharing us your very personal experiences, from the kind of school and the education that you've got and your college in Coimbatore, and also the first breakthrough that you got in 2018, and all the successful endeavors that you've done for others as well. with the utilization of all the social circle right from 2020 till date, and now even now it's going successfully. Very happy to know all these things of your life journey. Thank you so much, and I truly mean that. I'm really proud that I've been here and I've been interacting with you. Thank you so much for your time and making this time evening for us.
Thank you, Nirupama. One
Thanks
more
for being
addition,
with
because
us.
I am the alumni of my college chairman also now. It's a chairman of alumni club in Chennai.
Great.
Okay.
So my college, yeah.
So since you're a alumni of your college as well, I think your interaction is still continuing more and more with the upcoming students of those colleges also, right? The passing out students, before they pass out, even they have an opportunity to be.
Now we are consolidating all the college students across all batches, and we are in Chennai. We are all connected.
Wonderful. And I think, sir, you should your expansion should go beyond Chennai as well. So let us also get some benefit out of it.
Yeah,
So let it go even out of Tamil Nadu as well. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you once again. And
thank you, Nirupama.
I would like to hand over to Mr. Pankaj Vyaz, who will take it over from here.
Thank you so much, Nirupama ji. Thank you so much for having a wonderful panel discussion. And Venkatesh sir, thank you so much for sharing valuable insights. And yes, networking is something which can really do wonders. Okay, and I feel the networking opens altogether a new world actually for the opportunities when you have a new connection, right? And as the people say that the network is your net worth, right? In simple terms, the bigger the network you have, the bigger the net worth you carry, right? That's what people say. And yes, that gives an opportunity for us. And see, network is not only about ourselves, that how I will be getting benefited. It's about how we can get our set of people benefited with the another set of the people, right? So it's like a connection also. So it's not about you and me, or me and the other person, but it's about the people around us, right? So if we say that I know 10 people and I connect with you and you have connections with 10 people, so ultimately there are 100 connections, okay, all together. So that's how we should be able to look at it. And I'm really happy that has given a new way and a new perception of looking at the networking with the kind of experiences you have shared, sir. Thank you so much for sharing it. So as I have been able to, learn something out of it, let's see what people have learned. So we'll have a small quiz. And for quiz, I would like to invite Mr. Nellai Naigar. So Mr. Nellai, I believe you are ready with your question, and let's see who wins. And the prize for today quiz is a book, Lead to Deal, by one of our good friend, Mr. Ratina Paul. So the winner will get the book that is Lead to Deal, written by author Mr. Ratina Paul. So over to Mr. Nellai for a quick quiz question.
Good evening, one and all. Thanks to the Bija training for this wonderful opportunity as a quiz leader. And dear Venkatesh sir, thank you for the wonderful insights, power of effective network. And I'm also an introvert. Really impressed about your realistic and beautiful examples and all. And I would like to consider the key note that if you read the people, and we can learn knowledge as well as skill. And as well as you mentioned about that, both peers and industrial leaders who can provide valuable insights and opportunities for us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Nellai.
Let's see who is the lucky winner of this week quiz. And so fastest fingers first. Let's see who writes the correct answer in the chat box. The question will be posted in the chat box with the choices. Yes. So Mr. Venkatesh sir mentioned that how we can network with the purpose and how to do the network, what is the purpose and all. So I just put as a 4 points. Yeah, I think. Yeah, answers are coming. Joel. Okay. Yes, the answer is the B. And the winner of this week quiz is Edwin Joel.
Congratulations, Mr. Edwin. You are the winner for this quick quiz, and you will be awarded with the book Lead to Deal, written by Mr. Ratina Paul. And apart from that, you get one more when you got an opportunity to unmute yourself and ask a quick question to our guest. Welcome, Mr. Edwin. Happy to see you.
Happy to be part of the vibrant group. So my thing was I did my engineering and I did my MBA in 19 to 21. So during the COVID period, I have been one of the participants to attending Sir's lecture because there are a lot of workshops happening. So from a student attending his session of networking, and now as a professional attending his session. So I'm thank you for that opportunity.
Great, great, great. Good connect. So any question you would like to ask our guest today?
I will. It's not a question. I'll also personally vouch with him for the networking part because I did my schooling in different places of India. So it becomes for me, language is not a barrier because I can communicate. And like Sir said, I also make an effort when I go and attend any meeting. I'll sit with the person whom I don't know, so that I will have an interaction with him. It will be awkward, but I'll still have an discussion with him to take it over. If we sit with our peers whom we already know, we have lost one connection over there.
Right, right. Good observation. So thanks for
Thank you,
sharing that.
Mr. Joy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So we make the forum open for quick 2-3 questions. So whosoever want to ask question, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions to our guest, and then we move forward. So Arul, do we have any other questions coming in? So I believe things are very much clear with all of us today, and so we move forward. So I would like to invite Mr. Senthil Kumar, our summary leader today. So Senthil sir, over to you. And I believe before summary, you would also like to add something on networking, or you would like to share something with our guests.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Pankaj. As you rightly captured my mind voice. So as today Venkatesh was very beautifully articulating about the network because we stand by our values and our values are the reflection of our network. Very beautifully articulated, sir. Before I summarize today's session, I just have only one question for the benefit of me as well as the benefit of. So any action we take, that is both positive and negative. Same way, when we talk about the network, or when we pursue with the network, or when we actively engaged with the network, there is a situation that can be some nuisance, or somewhere we get trapped, or somewhere we get some non-productive network members too. How do we navigate this kind of challenge, or how do we overcome this kind of situation?
Sir, normally in any forum, if you go, generally you have both positive and negative.
Yeah.
It is purely based on our own limitations which you put across, actually, because you can always filter people. You will have n number of people will be calling you when you go to a professional forum.
Yeah.
But definitely, politely, you can always say that this is my time and this is what I can meet you. And you can always do that. And have only productive meeting with the people. Most of the times in very many forums which we go, gossip could be one of the things which people would love to talk. If you be in a forum where all your professionals, for example, if you talk about some IT dealers in a forum, they will talk about their problems, day-to-day problem about customers. All these things will happen. Definitely, you can avoid that. In a non-professional forum, which means I'm talking about the other forums like Rotary and Lions Club, you also have limitations, but you have to portray yourself saying that this is what I am, in which you will be able to filter everything possible. When we are positive, we will attract only positive forces, sir. You will interact n number of people. For example, if you take me, I will interact with n number of people. The problem is the same kind of wavelength, you can only get along with those people. You can interact with 100 people, you can only transact with 5 people. Remaining 95 is acquaintance, which naturally it will go. It is purely based on our own limitations. Yeah, you have to put a full stop to everything. Biggest thing is you have to always say no to certain things, which we have to practice over a period of time. Initially, it is not possible. Beginning of the career, saying no is Definitely not possible.
Correct.
But in middle of your career, you can put a full stop. By that way, you will be able to filter the people which you want to interact, and unnecessary gossips will go on, and you have only productive time.
Thank you
I
very
have
much,
a
sir.
number of experience. One example which I would like to say, people abroad are most useful at most of the times. During COVID period, actually, we used to interact with them and talk about only well-being. During COVID period, they consolidated and sent materials which is worth 1 crore worth of materials from
Super.
Dubai and Tokyo.
Super,
We didn't
sir.
do anything. We know only people actually.
Super.
We know them by name. The kind of confidence and the kind of interactions we had, we could help completely across Tamil Nadu by giving materials. I'm just saying this is a one example.
Yeah.
This attracts only positive things. When we are slightly negative and we want more information and gossip, and you will attract only those kind of people, sir. First, we have to take care of ourselves. Based on that, everybody will fall in place. That is what my observation is, Mr. Sandil.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I think Safi is having some question. Can I?
Yeah, sure. No, I just wanted to share that as leaders create leaders, our policy will always be very unique. Whomever we connect, we see them as an opportunity. We never see them somebody we need to avoid. So that can be our approach. Each of us can have one module with them that whoever seemingly nuisance is always a problem, but an opportunity to be seen from that angle. So there can be a module where you can keep a separate time to initiate all these people who are having a blind spot of not being really productive and becoming a nuisance. So this way we can filter with responsibility. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for adding some insights to today's episode. Time keeps pressing. Let me make this long summary short. We spoke about the power of effective networking, and it started with how the time gets evolved. The gadgets became more addictive for the students during the exam time, and not only during exam time, even to the daily life, which made the student lead a very lonely life. This is being coming with the impact of COVID. And also, you have very clearly stated that the growth is always seen when we move out of the comfort zone. And the best example, classic example, is you narrated a story about your own life, your own career, where in order to create a platform to get your network established, you pursued your career as a computer hardware engineer, thereby staying active as well as connecting with the customer as well as with forum. And the other example is when you were a president, you were able to build network, learn as well as upskill your essential requirements through Lions Club and Rotary Club through a diversified field of people. Because you set a very clear motto that only through people the education begins. In your professional development, you also spoke about the 4 kinds of networking, which has really helped you to lead a shift in your career by how you can able to get in touch with social media as well as in professional development as well as in a personal career. And not only that, you were able to wider your networking by interacting with a wider public media to which has helped you to come up with the video program for the women upliftment as well as the empowerment in fulfilling and meeting the daily needs or the essential requirements, which encouraged you as well as where you get more inspired and satisfied. So which has led you to the next one as a be a doer than a dreamer. And that has come up with the action taker, that is Seyal initiative, where you were able to leverage your team as well as inspire the team through the social media. And last but not least, the takeaway is there is always a reason why we meet people. Either you need them to change your life or you have one to that will change this. So in your case, this quote was really resonating one. And also you also exemplified the Ralph Emerson quote on always do what you are afraid to do. And this was a classic example where you started as an introvert and you had a paradigm shift to move to get exposed to public speaking, and where you were able to encourage through this kind of upskilling in public speaking. So this was one of the great insight for us, and really more thankful for us how we can break our barrier, or how we can pursue our growth, and how we can move away from our comfort zone to see our growth or unleash our potential. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Sanjay sir.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So before we move forward, and I would like to thank each one of you. And without your presence, this Leaders Connect could not be completed. And the topic says that it's about networking, and I believe Leaders Connect is also one of the platform wherein we are promoting the networking to the next level. So I would like to thank all of you on behalf of the Mass Leadership, Leaders Connect, and Bija training. And I would like Mr. Arul to play the thanking video. And before that, I would like to have Miss Pooja for the word of thanks. So Miss Pooja, over to you for the word of thanks, and then we can have a thanking video.
Yes, Mr. Giri has raised his hand. Yes, Giri sir, you want to share some point?
Yeah, thank you, Arul. Actually, I was in traveling, but I was in networking, and I am attending one buddy group meeting in yes. Venkatesh sir already have attended one of the program. I know yourself and Murali Sundaram talking so many things. Really, I love to connect with you. But today I was in traveling. I'm not able to grasp so many things. But anyway, I love your topic, this Seyal. The Seyal means the leadership in actions. Leadership in action involve, dissolve, and evolve. And I always insist that triple P's. One is people with system, and second P is the planet. We have to take care of our planet, the environment concept. And third one is byproduct is P is the profit. And thank you, Venkatesh sir. I love to connect.
Thank you, Giri sir, for connecting. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So over to you, Miss Pooja, for the word of thanks, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it is really a very wonderful session. And the way you started saying that you connected to each and everyone in your members, your classmates. From there, again, you just said like leveraging from LinkedIn. So it is like how we evolve, like having connection with each of our classmates to a world. I would say like world level, like online, we can connect through LinkedIn is I really like the way you said how we evolved is what is we got from your speech. Thank you so much. And coming to the Leaders Connect, let me quickly share you about the purpose of this community. Leaders Connect 360 is a hybrid model leadership community where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we invite a leader who is a master in their field to provide solutions to our real-time leadership challenges, much like the valuable experience we had today from our guest, Mr. Venkatesh. Additionally, every last week of a month, we invite an author to share the knowledge and insights from their book. Please follow our social media platforms to get updates about our weekly episodes and quarterly events. Joining our community is very simple. Just a click on the social media link shared in the chat box. It gives me an immense pleasure to thank our guest, Mr. Venkatesh, and our panel discussion leader, Ms. Nirupama, for investing their valuable time in sharing their experiences and insights with us. So, sir, is there anything that you really want to share with us?
Me, you asking, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Pooja madam. It's a wonderful opportunity for being here. It's completely new to me. Means I know Arul, and Arul has been connecting with me to join today, and of course I know Ratnapal and Giri. I wondered how people are talking about Seyal. I'm happy that somebody is connecting and talking about Seyal also. So thank you, Mr. Giri, for following our forum. So I'm very happy to be here because we want to meet more number of people across the country, and this is one such platform. I could see with a lot of enthusiasm on a working day around 6 o'clock people are coming together to learn. I always say that you don't need a time, or you have a liberty to do that. You have a number of things you can do at this time. People wants to go back to home with a lot of priorities are there. In spite of that, you are all here to listen to very means you're continuously doing it and it's consistent also. I'm happy to be a part of it. Thank you, Puja madam. Thank you, Pankaj and Nirupama, all the team members who have taken initiative to bring me here also. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. It's our pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Pooja. Thank you, Venkatesh. So, Arul, can we have the thanking video, please? And then you can take over. Thank you, Arul. Thank you so much. Venkatesh sir, thank you so much for sharing the insights. Thank you. Over to you, Arul.
Yes, thank you, Venkatesh sir, for joining us today.